Hey friend, how are you? Welcome to Soul Vine. This is Jamie. We are checking in for your energies. Let's see what is going on and how we can best support your journey. All right, this is Pisces Sun, Moon, and Rising. Most dominant here. Let's see what you need to know, friends. I'm going to pull out 3 cards and let's see what Spirit wants you to know. Wow. Okay. This is an interesting one. I think I like it a lot. You've got the Hierophant, the Sun energy, and the 10 of Cups. So maybe that's surprising for you. Maybe that's what you're hoping to see and acknowledge. But let's tap into the energy. Let's see what you need to know and what this is more about, okay? So it seems to be first and foremost around some form of commitment, some form of connection. Whatever this is about, more than anything, it's shining some light on it. It's healing it. It's acknowledging it. It's giving you, I feel, the clear light. It's said green light on what is happening with this. But I feel you're protected and supported with this 10 of Cups. So I said, let's dive in. Let's see what this Hierophant energy is about and what you need to know. Okay, got a few things coming out. So you've got the Strength energy and the Tower, okay? Now, connecting into that, I anticipate here that whatever that, or whomever or whatever the dynamic is, so this can be specifically about a person and relationship that's specific, but it could be about an organization, a group of people, something of that nature as well, you know. What I do feel for a lot of you, this is a bit more than just a singular person, but naturally this could be about a commitment. Trying to connect into, you know, the direction, the truth, the understanding, the reciprocation, but trying to also maintain, I think, grace and peace and strength in whatever that you're doing. It's interesting because it is coming up with Leo energy, and then you've got Scorpio energy, the Tower. So maybe someone is coming forward with a commitment. Maybe someone is sharing and opening up, or you're uncovering something here, okay? But it seems like someone wants to say, hey, and this is what could be surprising, or maybe you weren't expecting this dynamic with the 3 of Pentacles and the Fool for something to come together, and people want to work with you, or people want to support you, or the movement forward of the way that you're anticipating with this situation, okay? That's how energy is currently coming up. Share more on what we need to know about the Tower. 9 of Swords. So there was something that you potentially have been or are, worried about. That's something not going to plan. Or, you know, the choice or the decision and direction that you're making, whether you feel confident in it. But you do have the 3 of Pentacles with the Fool, which is kind of furthermore saying there's something that wants to build here. There's something that wants to foundationally support and grow. What do we need to know about the Fool energy? Let's just get a little bit there because... So the Fool with the Devil. Interesting combination. This could be work related. I mean, the Devil energy is Capricornic energy. There maybe is an opportunity, like I said, an organization, some form of work, 3 of Pentacles. You know, that's usually where there's 3 different energies coming together to work on something. What else do we need to know about this Devil energy? Temperance. And I think too sometimes that there are different parts of you that expand and grow, or that energy is required in different seasons of life and different choices we make. That, sometimes it's circumstantial, sometimes it's just very clear directive. I'm going a certain way. I feel like at some point in time, when you did take a chance on something, maybe there is some reflection here. Am I going to get it right? Am I going to get this wrong? It's like you're putting pressure on yourself. But I feel like with this the temperance energy, yes, and the devil energy is be gentle on yourself in this. This can be just being overly worried, okay, with moving forward and taking a chance on something. Because it's sitting here with the 9 of Swords and the Tower, okay? So I feel like if something doesn't feel right, pay attention to that. If it's more like you're nervous of the unknown or whatever else, like try and connect into what those parts of you are. If you take a chance here, what is the possibility that can go right, and if what can go wrong, how have you safeguarded yourself or best supported yourself, subject to which way things go. But I think, you can only be as best planned as possible, I think sometimes people, like I know someone who went overseas recently, with, to go work without a visa, hoping, things would move, quickly. And I'm like, it just doesn't work that way. Like, what makes someone think that that's just what they're going to do and that's how it's going to work out? Like, why wouldn't you plan, to have the best foot forward, for opportunities that arise? And all it has done is caused a lot of problems for them. And now they have to come back home because after, many months or trying this way or trying that way, you have to sometimes be in your home of residence to get those visas. Like, just be thoughtful in approach is, I guess, what I'm saying. Sometimes we can see other people when they're doing things, but maybe sometimes with excitement or sometimes, just you'll figure it out. I think that's cool, but also, are you planned if something doesn't go that way? What, do you have enough money in bank? Do you have other, another thing to lean on? Are you okay with, changing things up? How flexible are you? And I think here there's something about maybe you think you're supposed to be further along. Maybe, there's just something here about the way that you're thinking about the situation or yourself or how something is supposed to be, but it seems more worried and overthinking around it. And I think be gentle on yourself as well. Let's have a look at this sun energy and what you need to know. What do we need to know about the sun? Okay. This has been coming up a bit lately. So we've got the Star. We've got the 8 of Pentacles. We've got the 7 of Swords and the 10 of Swords. So it seems like you do need to come up with some plan, and not having a plan can be what's causing a bit of pressure here. And if it's not about the plan per se, it's about the intent, okay, of something or someone. But you do have the Sun here. So there's some pressure of something not being right or something needs to be more organized or worked out. I feel like you're trying to connect bits and pieces together. And a part of connecting those bits and pieces together, you really want something to work and you really want something to come, to turn out correctly or to turn out right. But somewhere along the path or journey, someone or some person's actions just haven't perhaps been right. And maybe you're also trying to recover certain things and start afresh and start again. And all of that, there's this excitement of wanting to go a certain way. There's this cautiousness at the same time, because I feel, you do have a strong desire for this opportunity or this thing that you're working towards to be successful. Okay. I think, doing the things that you love, feeling free in doing it, this desire, this dream, this goal that you have. But at the same time, there's other things going on. Maybe it's a different part of your life that puts weight on this. There's something about the way someone has done something, but also some pressure in getting it right in terms of the direction or the strategy, or are you seeing what you need to see? There's something here, some pressure, but you do have it with the sun. So I feel what needs to be revealed and what needs to heal and what needs to succeed, this is protective energy. This is supportive energy. So I feel like you're in pretty good hands here. But again, be thoughtful, be mindful, and I should say not but, because I think that's important. I'll say and, use discernment. But you know what? If people aren't going to do the right thing, they aren't going to do the right thing. You can do the right thing all day long. But if it's not there, it's going to be someone else or something else. All you can do is come with your best foot forward, know you've done the right thing. Be open, be diligent. And I think, that's the best you can do. That's the best you can do. You aren't in control of other people, but you definitely can make moves. Stay in tune. You're in tune. You're Pisces. You're in tune. But I do feel you've had something in your past that's you've got to clear or resolve, and it could be. Gosh, it could be a bill to settle. It could be something that's kind of reversing back in. But once it's cleared out, I think it's going to be a good thing. Maybe too, someone, could be challenging you if you're doing the right thing, or I just feel like you're trying to be cool, calm, and collected, but there's pressure mentally that things are putting on you. And I think, I don't know, just be gentle on yourself, because you've got the Ten of Cups. With the Ten of Cups, you do have the Eight of Wands. And then you've got the Ten of Pentacles. So I feel on the other side of this, whatever this is, there's success, there's goals, there's gains, okay? There's conversation about it, there's movement forward. So there's definitely something about a plan here. What else do we need to know? And the World. So whatever needs to shift, I feel will be shifting sooner rather than later. In terms of movement forward. So the World energy, you've got the Moon. You've got the Hanged Man, you've got the Nine of Wands, and then the Page of Wands. So again, the pressure that you're feeling, the where you've been held back, where you're trying to gain perspective, understanding, you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself, because with whatever new is coming on in, it's like you may be feeling a little bit clouded on, well, what's the best choice? What's my intuition saying? What's my, in terms of thoughts? We do have the full moon this weekend. So that's when you might see things come into openness, into clarity, into strength. But I feel like there's good news either which way. You've got good news. You've got things moving forward. There's connection and power in whatever is being revealed, whatever is opening up, whatever is clearing out. I feel like you're getting into a place of your own and strength in a way of, this is the time to take that step forward, that chance, that, okay, yeah, it may not work out, but what if it does kind of energy. I just think you're going to be surprised in perhaps someone working with you or together with you. Maybe someone is challenging your thinking, which is not a bad thing. Sometimes people challenging our thinking gives us opportunity to think about things that we haven't thought about, or gives more conviction of why you're doing what you're doing, right? So don't don't fear that part. I think, again, the energy is showing up very clearly that the connection, the depth here, the conversation, in terms of the outcome, you're coming on top. To have these three energies here, like, that's powerful. That's saying, you know, there's commitment there, there's strength, I know where I'm going, I know how I want to feel, and I know what that path and direction, you know, feels like, looks like. And when you embody that, it's when things open up. So I feel like there's going to be a conversation, some openness, some understanding, and like I said, some clarity. I think you've got to stop worrying about who's always doing the wrong thing and kind of change that narrative that's coming up a little bit for you. But what I also feel like is with this full moon energy that's coming up this weekend, along with, you know, maybe some plans, some travel, some change in arrangements of living or work load or work direction, where you've been in the waiting game, you're going to get the good news, okay? I'm going to leave it there, dear Pisces. Actually, I betcha you'd love a card. I don't know if I have my glasses on. Okay, but the card you got a door card. We're going up in the stairs here under the rock. There's a little door, but it is called Nomad. I can read that part. I wonder if I can read it better on here. I can. The nomadic wanderer lies deep inside. So take the leap now. Don't crawl back and hide. See, this is the thing about going out, adventuring. Go do that thing that you want to do. You got to take the leap. Take that leap on that thing that you wanted to do, create, build upon, partner with. It's showing us that it's here for you. Anyway, I'll catch you later, friend. Bye now.